Welcome back to the channel, guys. This tutorial will be on how to draft, sew and pad an off-shoulder princess dad bustier blouse which has a pointy effect. Do well to watch to the end of the video. I'll begin with the pattern drafting. Now to do this, I'm going to minus 5 inches for the off-shoulder. So the blouse will be starting from 5 inches. Now I'm going to make a mark at 5 inches. This will also serve as the shoulder line. Now from that 5 inches, I'll also place my tape back here, starting from the 5 inches. Now I'm going to take my bust point. My bust point is 10 inches. I'm going to make a mark there. My under bust 13.5 inch, make a mark. Then the half length 16 inches, make a mark. Now from that half length, I'm going to, which is the waistline, I'm going to come down by 7 inches to make a mark, which will serve as my hip line. Now I'm going to connect these points. Once I'm done with this, next thing I'll do is to get my chest line, which is also the armhole line. And to do this, I'm going to divide my bust by 6 plus 1.5. Now I'm going to make a mark at this point, which is 7.5. What he gave me was 7.3. Sorry, I'll make a mark at 7.3. Now, because this is an off shoulder with no sleeve attached to it, I won't be making use of this part, this chest line. I'm going to go up by 1 inch from this line. I'll go up by 1 inch, make a mark. That will now serve as my new chest line. With this, your armpit area will not be so revealing. This is recommended if you won't be adding any sleeve to your off shoulder. Now I'm going to cancel this out. Now this will serve as the new chest line, which is the armhole line. Now I'm going to take my shoulder measurement. My shoulder measurement divided by 2 is 7 inches. Now because this is an off shoulder, I'm going to minus 1.5 from it. And when I do that, what I have is 5.5. So I'm going to make a mark at 5.5. That's my shoulder. Now I'm going to take my bust measurement, bust divided by 4. I'm going to place it at this chest line. And after that, I'm also going to place the same bust measurement at my bust point line. Now I'm going to use this curve ruler to connect these points together. After that, I'm going to label the lines for clarity. Next is to take the bust band measurement, which is 8 inches divided by 2, which gave me 4 inches. I'm going to make a mark at 4 inches for starting from the bust point line. Then at the under bust, I'm going to go in by 3.5. Then I'm going to take that 3.5 down to the full length of the blouse. Now I'm going to connect this. Once I'm done connecting it, from the under bust, I'm going to go in by 2 inches. I'll take the same thing down to the full length of the blouse. Once I was done, I'm going to make a curve to connect it to this bust point line. Now, because this is a princess that's off shoulder bustier, I will need to connect it to the armhole area. Like I will need to make a curve to connect it to the armhole area. Now to do this, I'm going to start from this point. I'm going to go in by 1.5 inches. I'll make a mark at 1.5 inches. Now I'm going to make a curve to connect it to this breast point line. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to come down by 1 inch on this side. I'll make a mark. Now I'm also going to connect it back to the bust point line. After that, I'm going to extend this line. I will extend this by 1 inch. This is to help it, like this is to enable the both piece to align when joining it together, so one side will not be longer than one side. So now after extending this by 1 inch, I'm going to just make a curve to connect it back to the armhole line. And I'm just going to shade this area. And once I was done shading this area, the next thing I'll be doing is to take the side dart. And to do this, from my bust point line, I'm going to come down by 1.5 inch. And I'm going to make a mark. And I'll connect it this way. Now I'm just going to just shade this area because this area will be going out. All the shaded areas will be going out. Now I'm going to take the measurement bust divided by 4. Now this 1 inch that will be going out, I'm going to replace it back. Now I'll be adding my seam allowance to my pattern paper. This is optional. You can do your seam allowance adding at on your fabric, but I'll be doing this on the pattern paper. Whatever thing I place on that chest line is what I'm going to place at my bust point line. Then I'm going to take my waist measurement divided by 4. I will replace this 2 inch I took out, the shaded area, and I'm also going to add my seam allowance. Then I'll connect. Once I'm done connecting at this line, this hip line, I'm going to take my hip measurement divided by 4. Now I'm going to replace this 2 inch as well. I'll also add my seam allowance and I'll connect. The next thing will be to get the pointy effect at the top area, and to do this, from this shoulder line I'm going to come down by 1 inch. Then from this point, now I'm going to go up by 2 inches and I'm going to make a mark at 2 inches here, just like this. Now I'm going to make a curve to connect it to this 1 inch I came down by, just like this. Now after connecting this, I'll just flip my curve ruler this way, and I'm also going to just make a curve to connect it back to the armhole line. And that's it. Now the next thing I'll do is just to cut through this bust point line to close my side darts. Then I will also cut through this line as well, and then I'm just going to close this side dart. I'll use my sellotape tape to hold this down. Once I was done doing that, you notice this line is no longer aligning, so the next thing I'll do is just take my curve ruler and make a curve to align the parts. Once I was done with that, I'll just cut this out. Now after cutting this, I'll reduce this side. I'll reduce this side by 2 inches, and I'm going to go up by 2 inches and make a mark. This is just to give it a curve so that it won't be straight. And then I'll just connect it this way and then cut it out. That's it for the front piece. The next is to draft out the back piece. For the back piece, I'm already gonna head to mark out the basic body blocks. I minus 5 inches for the up shoulder, 10 inches for the bust points, then 14.5 inches for the half length for the back. Okay, you remember the front half length was 16 inches, but the back is 14.5. The full length remains the same. Now I'm going to take my chest line, make a mark at my chest line. I'll repeat the same thing I did for the front piece. I'm going to come up by 1 inch for the new chest line in order to avoid the armpit area to be too revealing. I'm going to make a mark there. Now I'm going to take my shoulder measurement starting from this zipper allowance line, 5.5, make a mark. Now I'm going to take my bust measurement divided by 4. Now make a mark. Now connect this point. I'll make a curve to connect this. After that, I'll add my seam allowance and I'll just connect this. After that, I'm going to take the darts for this. Now starting from the waistline, I'm going to go in by 4 inches. I'll make a mark. I'll take it down to the full length. Now I'll connect this. Now from the waistline, I'm going to go in on both sides by 0.5. And I'll connect. Now I'm going to connect it to the bust point line this way. And that's it for the darts. After that, I'm going to do something to prevent the zip from bulging. Now to remove the zip bulge for this blouse, I'm going to go in from this waistline. I'm going to go in by 0.5 inch. I'll make a marker 0.5 inch. I'm going to connect it back to this zipper, this zip allowance line. Now after that, I'm going to follow this curve to make a new zip allowance line, just like this. I think I've done something like this before. Now I'm going to make a new zip allowance line with this curve. Now this area will be going out. Now to remove the zip bulge totally, I'm going to go in by 0.5 inch on both sides on this waistline, and I'm going to connect it straight to the zipper allowance line. I'll connect it to the waistline this way. Now all the shaded areas will be going out. These parts will be going out. Okay. Now the next thing I'll be doing right now is to replace this that I took out, this 1 inch. I'm going to replace it back at this waistline. I will also replace it back at the hip line as well. Now I'm just going to make a curve. Now the next thing I'll be doing right now, I won't want this back to sit straight like this, so to lower it a little bit, I'm going to come down by 1.5 inch, and I'm just going to connect it this way. And once I was done connecting it, that's it for the back piece. I'll just cut this out, and I'll cut this that area and cut out all this excess. Now I'm going to tape this in because this back piece will not be in pieces, so I'm just going to tape this in, and after taping this in, I'm going to close the dart itself. I'm going to hold this together and then use the sellotape to like hold it down as well. For this side, I'm going to go up by 2 inches, and I'm going to make a curve to connect it as well, and then cut it out. And that's it for the back piece, and this is the front piece. So the next thing now is to transfer this to the fabric I'll be using for this blouse, and after that I'm going to iron this stay on it. This is what we have. This is the front piece, and as you can see, I also went ahead to iron a stay on it, and this is the back piece. Now to the padding part, I'll be using wadding for this. I'll pad this starting from the underbust area. I've already made a mark. As you can see, I've already made a mark starting from the underbust area, and the wadding will stop at like from the bust point line upwards, 3 inches upwards. Just like this, I've already made a mark. Okay. Now for this other side, starting from the underbust area as well, I also made a mark where the wadding will stop as well. Now what I'll be doing right now is to cut the wadding out. I'll fold this into 2, and then I'm going to place the wadding starting from the underbust, and then cut it out. Now this is what we have after I was done cutting it out. Here's what we have. Now to make this to relax very well at your underbust area, and I'm just going to make a curve like 1 inch above, just like this, and I'll just trim this out. I'm going to be placing hemming gum on this to like I'll be using to like iron this side to sit properly. Now I'm going to like place the shiny part on this. I'll place it facing downwards this way, and I'll do the same thing for this other side. Place the shiny part this way. Now I'm going to iron this. Once I was done ironing, this is what we have. As you can see, there's no rumple effect. That's why I use the hemming gum to hold it down. Now the next thing I'll be doing now is to join this, and to do this I'm going to place it this way, the right side facing right side, and I'm going to use like half an inch to sew. And now I'm going to sew this. I'll be shifting this with the shape of the cup, okay? And I'm going to close. I already have a video where I joined a princess that bustier top, okay? Now after, I will join this other side, and once I was done joining this other side, I will repeat the same thing for the lining as well. And once I was done joining, this is what I have. So the next thing I'll be doing right now is to make a notch at the underbust area. I'll just make a notch. Now when you turn it to the front area, this is what you have. It's already standing on its own, okay? But I'm going to iron this, and to do this I'll turn it back to the wrong side, and I'm going to take my tailored ham and I'm going to place it this way, and then I'm going to open this seam allowance, like I'm just going to open it up this way and then iron it out flat. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you're yet to do so. Once I was done ironing it out, this is what I have. This is the front area. I'll also iron this front area. Now I'm going to turn this back again to the wrong side. Now starting from the underbust to the top of the cup, just like this, I'm going to place this stay on it, and I'm going to iron. I will double this like 3 times to make it stand firm, okay? And once I was done, this is what I have, okay? And once I turn it to the front side to iron it out as well. You need to be really patient while doing this, because if you don't do this, you won't get a perfect bustier. And once I was done, this is what I have. The bustier is already standing on its own, like this is it. This is how a proper bustier should be looking. Then the next thing I'll be doing is to now close it. I'm going to take the lining and I'm going to place it this way, and I'll just close every side necessary. And once I was done, this is what we have. The princess that off shoulder bustier is ready. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you find this video helpful, and subscribe to the channel if you're yet to do so. Leave me a comment, share this video. See you all in the next one. Bye.